Welcome back to the Cookbook Club. We are continuing our journey through the Martha Stewart Living Cookbook. And today, this is sort of like the Thanksgiving edition. Yay! Right? We got Turkey Day coming up here, so I figured I would pull a Turkey Day recipe out of this book. So today we're doing roasted garlic, sage, and sausage stuffing. Right? This is sort of a recipe in a recipe, so we will be doing, there is a recipe in a recipe, so we will be doing, making the cornbread separately, and then we will be making the stuffing. So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. Okay, the first thing we need to do is roast our garlic. So we have this little cutie here, and I put in 3 bulbs of garlic, and I just cut the top off of there. We're going to give these little babies a little bit of EVOO, olive oil. We're going to put this lid on, and that's ready for the oven. Okay, so we're going to mix our wet ingredients. I have some milk here, almond style, right? And I'm going to put a couple eggs in here. Now, don't feel intimidated. Some people see a recipe and then the recipe will say, refer to this and make a second recipe. And that's because there might be things in there that are used in many different recipes and they don't want to repeat the process in all the recipes that does that. So every recipe in here that uses cornbread, they just separate it out.
Right. It might not look intimidating at all. You're like, wow, this is only 1 page long. But then it says it needs recipes 1 through 5.
Yeah. So it's time to mix together our dry ingredients. So I have cornmeal, obviously.
Yeah.
Right? Yellow cornmeal. We have some all-purpose flour. We have some kosher salt. We have some sugar, and we have some baking powder. And we're just going to go ahead and whisk that together to combine. So ordinarily you would say you're going to take your dry ingredients and put the wet ingredients in here, right? But I don't want to quite activate that baking powder yet because we have another step. I have a cast iron skillet, right? In this skillet, I have some shortening. Yay, right?
Yeah.
What we need to do is I have my oven set. I have it at 400. She says 425, but I'm using convection. We need to put this in the oven, get this skillet ripping hot with melting this shortening. Then we're going to put the batter in. So what I'm going to do is, just before this is melted and hot, we're going to put these two together and we're going to take this out and we're going to pour it in. So let me do that and I'll be back. Okay, it looks like the skillet's hot, so let's make our cornbread batter here. So we're going to put this in here.
Yay!
Yay! And we're going to go ahead and mix this. You don't want to over mix it. That's one reason I didn't really put it in a stand mixer. Because you just want to go till it's combined. It's going to be lumpy.
Lumpy's good?
Yeah. I don't know if this is a little thin because I have almond milk. I don't know. Let's grab the skillet. Oh, once we put that in the oven, the garlic's going to go in there as well. So let me get this on.
Let me get it for you really quick.
And get it. Ooh, we got a hot skillet here. So let's get our batter in here. I got a little scraper here. Whoops. And
Be careful.
woo. It's nice and hot. It's quite a bit of oil in there.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to be greasy cornbread, Martha.
I don't know. If anyone's ever made cornbread before, comment on what you think about this procedure.
Yeah, that's a lot of oil in there. Okay, back in the oven. Okay, so our cornbread is out of the oven, and I want to get it out of this pan because I don't want it to overcook, but I also don't want to flip this thing, so cornbread, right? Yeah, cornbread. So the garlic's still in the oven, so as soon as that's done, we'll be back.
Yes.
Okay, so our garlic is roasted. Right? You'll know when it's done. Just stick a toothpick in there and it'll be soft. Okay, so we're just going to take our garlic here and do the squeeze.
Squeeze, baby.
Squeeze. And squeeze out the cloves.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's hot.
Yeah. Well.
Be careful. Let it cool a little bit. Ooh, it's nice and soft and tender and smells fantastic.
Well, it doesn't smell as strong as it was before.
Yeah.
It takes on a different smell.
It's like mild. Looks amazing. Okay, so now my hands are totally dirty. So it's time to assemble Martha Stewart's roasted garlic, sage, and sausage stuffing. Okay, so I took the cornbread we made and I took half of the loaf and I'm crumbling it up in here in a bowl with 3 cups of cooked and cooled rice. So you need to make the rice the day before and stick it in the refrigerator. So we just need to crumble up this cornbread. Just like that. Crumble it up. I'm going to toss it with this rice by hand. Oh, my hands are in it. They're clean now. I'm going to toss this in here. So this is kind of unique because I've never had cornbread stuffing. It smells good with rice in it. So let's cook the meat and the vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to cook the vegetables first. I have a Zwillig skillet here on my stove.
It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah. I got a bunch of butter. I'm going to put a little dash of olive oil. She doesn't call for that, but this will keep it from...
smoking as much?
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to put a couple of diced carrots in here. And we're going to saute this until it is softened. Okay, so we're going to throw some diced celery.
Ooh.
And some diced onion in here. I use my little chopper to dice.
Is that a quick chonker thing?
Yeah. I like that thing. I'll put a link down there to it. It's the chopper dicer. It's definitely good for Thanksgiving because there's going to be a lot of dicing going on. A lot of dicing going on.
You just have to be careful when you wash it.
Yeah, you'll cut your finger.
I feel like Ralphie. You'll shoot your eye out!
Yeah, you'll cut your finger. Like the first day I had it, I cut my finger I cut like 4 fingers on the first day.
It's a good thing you got 6.
6. Okay, I'm going to let this soften a bit. Oh, this recipe is on page 367 of the book. Roasted garlic, sage, and sausage stuffing. We're going to put some bell pepper, which is kind of an interesting ingredient because I don't know if I've had bell pepper in stuffing before.
I'd have to ask my friend CG. She's from Mississippi. Maybe they eat it down there.
Yeah. So let me let this soften a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to take our mixture here and I'm going to put it in this bowl with our rice and our cornbread. Looking good. So let's cook up the sausage. Okay, we got some sausage. I'm going to go ahead and scramble this sausage up and cook it up. This is my little meat chopper. If you don't have one of these, get one, right? Because you can break up ground meat just like this. See this? How fast that is? This is like an indispensable tool. I'll put a link down in the description to one of these. They're amazing. Just like that, you got scrambled meat. Yeah. We're going to cook this until it is done, all the way fully cooked. Okay, so the sausage is done. Yum, yum. We're going to dump the sausage into our bowl here. Okay, so we have our grand mixture here.
Amy's trying not to make a mess.
Yeah, because this bowl is only barely big enough.
So with skill, she can get it done. That will have to dirty another bowl.
I need a big stuffing bowl.
Is that a Santa-wish?
Yeah.
Or is that Amazon Prime 2 days? You'll have it.
Either one is fine. Because every time I turn it around, I'm having to use my mixer bowl. Okay, so I have some chopped sage. I have our roasted garlic that we made, just barely smashed up. She says she wants you to have little bites of garlic when you go through.
Oh, so she didn't want you to mince up.
No. I'm putting some fresh parsley. She didn't, but I did.
Parsley, where'd you get that from, Bubba?
Huh?
Did you get that from my garden?
Yes, I did.
I hope so.
So, poultry seasoning, she says 2 tablespoons. I don't think I'm a big poultry seasoning fan. So,
Caked up already.
I'm going to put an amount. That was quite a bit. We'll start off with some seasoning. Pepper. Salt. I don't think I'm going to put too much because we got...
well, your sausage has some.
The sausage has some, and the
broth
does.
Yeah. Worst case, you can always season the taste, right? Starting to look like it's all mixed up in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much pepper for that much.
You have a lot of stuff in there, Bobo.
Okay, so we're going to start putting our chicken stock in here, 1 cup at a time. That was 2 cups. This is an interesting stuffing, having rice in here. It's going to be different. We'll see if we like it, huh? Martha? I just put the rest in here.
Might as well.
So I'm going to let this soak up for a minute. Okay, so we have a buttered up, enameled cast iron everyday pan. This pan's amazing. I love it. So Martha says use 9 by 13, which is about 3 quarts. This is 3.5, so hopefully it will fit. This is going to be interesting because I've never had...
Well, do the math. How big is that bowl you have?
I don't know.
Does it look like it's going to transfer very well?
We'll see. It's still very...
This is one of those math questions. Do you go for the tall, skinny cylinder, or do you go for the low one that's really wide? Which holds more liquid, right? Well, you got a good amount in there, boo-boo.
We're getting there.
Oh my gosh. Amy is not the best when it comes to math, but she might.
No, I don't do math.
But she might have actually done good this time. Because I swore this was not going to hold the same as a.
This is really full, though.
It is, but.
It's not going to give you quite as much crispy topping.
All right. Hey, she did it. She got it in there.
Won't have as much crispy topping because it's not as wide. So we're going to take some melted butter, drizzle that over the top. Yeah, I'm down for that. This is going to bake about an hour in the oven. So when that happens, we'll be back to take a taste of a stuffing with cornbread and rice. So be interesting. Okay, so this is a very different stuffing. It's definitely not something that I'm used to for Christmas or Thanksgiving, which I'm used to more of a bread stuffing, cornbread stuffing. This, with the rice in there, it's really different. So, I don't know. Is it going to be good? This is what we have.
It looks like it's moist.
It looks like it's moist, but to me it looks like a rice casserole, not necessarily a stuffing.
I don't know. Throw a sausage in there. Who needs a turkey, right? Yeah, this is
Here
breakfast.
You go, Boo.
Thank you, Boo. And yes, you did a ton of work on this, Boo.
A ton.
Did a ton.
So we're going to get a little serving here.
I'll give you a little cheat, Boo. It tastes pretty good.
I'm skeptic, right? Because I'm a bread stuffing kind of person. So
It may not be traditional stuffing, but it's pretty good, whatever it is.
yeah, it's pretty good.
It's good.
Would you say it's mushy? No.
Could we gotten away with putting in just a little bit less liquid, maybe?
Or less rice, a little bit more cornbread?
Maybe.
It's interesting. I think if you were just to serve this only for Thanksgiving without a regular kind of Thanksgiving stuffing, some people might say, what's that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is very tasty.
Mm-hmm. Got a little crunchy going.
I think this is kind of a meal on itself.
It really is. It really is.
With the sausage in there.
No, Bubba. Could you make a breakfast burrito out of this? With tortillas?
You could put chicken in here.
Instead of sausage.
And just make it a casserole. Yeah, it's not a holiday stuffing. It might be a fall stuffing, maybe a few weeks before Thanksgiving.
This could be a regional thing, but it's got cornbread and it's got,
the rice.
It's rice, but it has chili in it.
Yeah, bell pepper.
Bell pepper. So,
interesting.
no, it's good.
It's definitely tasty, Martha.
Mm-hmm.
I give it my thumbs up in that regard.
It's a good recipe. It tastes good. It's a lot of work.
It was kind of a lot of work because you got to make the cornbread. You could do this different days. Or you can just buy cornbread from the store.
It wasn't technically hard.
No. It's tasty.
Yeah.
So this is roasted garlic, sage, and sausage stuffing, page 367 of the Martha Stewart Cookbook. Thanks for joining me. Gobble, gobble, cooks. Happy Thanksgiving.